Lights, camera,
Rolling.
action.
Welcome to my podcast, Let's Talk About Verticals, a place where secrets are spilled, stories unfold, and the mysterious world of verticals is revealed in all its glory. Behind the scenes, oh yes. Exclusive insights, absolutely. Eccentric characters, you bet. So pull up a chair, pour yourself something suspiciously strong, and prepare for a conversation you didn't know you needed. So welcome to the podcast Let's Talk About Verticals. And now, let's talk. Hello and welcome to my podcast Let's Talk About Verticals. As I told you in the monthly recap of February, where I spoke with my big review ladies, I said she was my actress of the month of February. If you want to know the exact reason, you have to listen to the recap episode. But she was my personal actress of February, and now I'm having her here in my podcast to talk to her about the pirate stuff she did, to talk about the other verticals she did already. And I'm very happy to have her and say hello, Emma Reinagel. Welcome.
Hi.
Oh shit. Okay, in Germany we would say Reinagel, but Reinagel. No, what was it?
Reinagel.
Reinagel. Okay, shit. Sorry for that. Emma. I call you simply Emma, okay?
Emma is perfect. Emma is perfect. Just
Welcome
enough.
to my podcast, Emma. Nick was so super friendly and played my PA and asked you for me if you want to join. I was so surprised because I spoke with him and he said, yeah, oh, that's nice that Scotty Mullen is joining you, blah, blah. And I said, yeah, but it would be also nice if Emma would join me. Wait, give me a minute. And then a minute later he wrote me, you can talk to her. She will join you. What? Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
No, he just he messaged me on Instagram and was like, would you do this? And I was like, of course I would do this.
I feel very honored. You know, lately I had so many actors and so less actresses here in the podcast. The actresses are always a bit shy, I have the feeling.
I do also feel like we get a lot of messages. I've personally missed some messages from people recently that I'm like, oh, I need to respond to that. I should be responding to that and engaging with these things. Things go to requested, or I'm just have a bunch of things that stack up on top of each other, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, Brooke Maltrum wrote me she had finally 10,000 messages in her inbox. So.
Yeah.
Is it so much in your inbox also?
I'm sure it's not as much as them, because with Nick and Brooke and a lot of the people who've been doing it in this world a little longer, they have more of a following than I do. But even with me at the amount that I have, it's still quite a bit, and so I cannot even imagine the amount of messages that they have, and I would be entirely overwhelmed.
So, as I said, I'm doing every month a monthly recap with the big review ladies. Dahlia from Vertical Films Lover, Megan from Real Drama, Aline from I Love Verticals. We are all, and a lot few more, we are all talking every month about the verticals who dropped lately and which was a crap, which was a good one, actresses of the month, stuff like that. And as I said, you were my actress of the month, February, because that was the first month I really saw a bunch of you in verticals. I saw you in some verticals before, but in February I saw you in, what was the name? Oh, shit. I had a membership on My Drama. So I saw the one lately with the superstar.
Yeah, Romancing the Star.
Romancing the Star, genau. The other thing was the one with Nick on My Drama, Heartthrob. No. What was it?
High Stakes Heartthrob.
I'm so bad in titles, sorry for that.
No, oh my gosh. Me too.
And I saw you in the vertical of the month from all of you. Life is Not a Game from Candy Jar. So I saw you in 3 verticals lately, and that was the first time, to be honest, I had really a crush on you because I was so impressed how many different type of characters you can play, and I really loved that. And to know that you were also acting in the pirate vertical together with Nick, and I liked your chemistry already in the one I saw. I'm very curious about this Pirates of, as so many other fans. But how many verticals have you done in total so far?
Oh,
Roundabout.
I counted the other day. I think I'm at like 22, 23,
Okay, so
somewhere
I
in
think
there.
I saw a few more of you already, but I think I have to catch up with all of
Yeah.
the verticals.
That's so fair. There is so much out there, so I'm like, if the people who watch it as much as they do, I'm like, props to you. The amount that you guys can keep up on things and stay on top of what's coming out, and I'm like, that's a lot.
Yeah, lately, with this whole bunch of platforms, more than 200, it's so hard to get updated with the new releases and to watch them. What was your first vertical you did and when?
Yeah, so I actually did my first one back in like the fall of 2023. So it's been some years now. And it was some divorced billionaire after
Those billionaire eras, hidden, whatever.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember the name. It's like after the divorce, I took over the wealthy family or something like that.
Okay.
But
So the
it was,
typical nice title.
yeah, it was. But people who are still in the world from that one. Ashley Michelle Grant and Adam Santa Cruz. That was also an early one for them. So I met them then and have known them since then.
I've started watching verticals in 2023. I'm sure 2023. I'm sure I saw this one, but I'm so bad in the title.
Maybe or maybe not. It was so early. And then like in 2024, I think I only did 2. I wasn't really diving so much into the world from like the first one, and then just last year I think I did like 15 or 16. So it really was quite a bit.
How did you even get into it?
Yeah, so from the way I got, the first one, I'm sure other people have said just Actors Access is the breakdown website that a bunch of us use. And so then I was doing a lot of self-submissions on things, and I saw verticals start appearing on there, and I also saw them start coming up on my social media, and I was like, what are these? Like, what is this? What's going on? And so I just ended up doing a self-tape for that first one that I did, and booked it. And this was actually kind of back when at that point in time, a lot of the companies wouldn't send you the scripts before you like agreed to do it. And so I went in blind, which is don't do that. Read the script before you accept. Into that one, it was fine. It turned out totally fine. The script was it was normal. And
yeah, the storylines back then were even better. The storylines from 2023 and 2024 were not so full of violence and stuff like that lately. So
No.
I think it was safer back then to get
there was
without...
like no violence or intimacy in that one at all, and so it was just like, okay, we're here just being billionaires, I guess. But then that kind of continued into the ones I did in 2024, and then within this last year in 2025, things just really picked up between doing auditions for things, working with people I've already worked with, that sort of thing.
I'm just checking what your first... yeah. After divorced, I took over the wealthy family. So you had done your first one. Did you watch verticals before? That you had kind of little bit of clue what it is?
Yeah, so because I had seen the ads and because I had seen like the breakdowns, I was like, okay, I need to figure out what these are before I do one. I never watched before like being in one. I've one all the way through, but I was like, okay, I need to at least absorb some episodes. And I think I watched a little bit of like the first really successful werewolf one and the first really successful billionaire one. I don't remember. I'm sure they're
The
the generally known
first
ones.
successful billionaire one was, in my opinion, Double Life of My Billionaire Husband.
That's the one. I watched like a few episodes of that,
That
and I was
trapped
like,
me in this vertical world. And the werewolf one, I think, was the fated Alpha Mate with Casey Esther, stuff like that, because it dropped nearly at the same time.
I think those are the two because I saw ads for those, and I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
and you know
I need
what?
to understand
They are
what
all,
I'm doing.
they were both from real short, and you can talk to whoever you want to talk to, fans, whatever, how they get into the verticals. Every time it's an ad from Real Short. So the marketing team of Real Short works very well.
Yeah,
Very well. They
work
trapped
hard.
one after another of us.
And they won't let you leave. You're stuck now.
But what were your thoughts about the first werewolf one? Because, to be honest, I avoided them first because they were too creepy crazy for me.
Yeah, I mean, like, because I didn't watch much of it, it was more just like a study in like what the style and like what the form is. But I do remember being like, this is a bit odd.
Okay.
But hey, we're all here to have fun.
Have you played the werewolf one?
I have. I have done. I think only two werewolf ones. One or two or three, somewhere.
What was your role? A lowly Omega or the
No, I
fated
actually
mate, or...
I've actually only played Alpha Queens, which is funny. Yeah, I've never been like a Luna or an Omega. So
directly
I don't know.
the queen. Okay.
I don't know what that says about me, but I enjoy it because it's fun.
No, because I first avoided even the vampire stuff because it was so, what, alpha, beta, fated mate, what the heck they are talking about? I don't get it.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of too weird for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got into it lately when I have watched all the other stuff on the Real Shot app, and were the only one which were left to watch. So I didn't have a choice. Yeah. But when you said you did in 2024 only 2 shows, was it because you thought that the verticals won't last long, or what was the reason that they have been only 2?
Yeah, I even then I was like, okay, I think these. I've always been in the mind of like, as soon as I started seeing them appear, I was like, these are going to stick around. Like I just kind of had the idea of like, this is going to be a long-term thing. It's not going anywhere. Okay. Like it is a form that's gonna be here, which is why I was like, this past year excited to get into it. But I also produce films as well, and in 2024 I was producing a short film for a good section of that year, so that kind of like took a lot of my time in that year, and I did a few features and more like traditional theatrical media stuff, and it just kind of happened that the world opened up to me in 2025. But yeah, so 2024 wasn't like I was avoiding it. It was more so I had a few other creative projects that were taking up my time, and just was able to kind of lock in last year into this world.
So when you look at the feature film stuff and the vertical stuff, we all know that the big difference is the speed in the shootings. What do you prefer more? Do you like this bam, 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 action here, yeah, take next one? Or sometimes you miss the slow down?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think I'm so used to the speed at this point in time that, like, it feels, and I'm sure other people have said this as well, just like a different style of acting, but also it is such a skill set to be able to deliver good and nuanced performances in this sort of space. And I think all of us as actors, that's ultimately what we want to do. But it is like, I do kind of, I don't want to say pride myself, but like I am proud of just the way I have been able to adapt to the speed and be able to cater my performances to what's necessary for this space. However, if I'm just thinking purely from like, I'm a performer, I want to perform, I want to do good work, I do at times miss the slower things where you're like, okay, we're doing like 3-4 pages today. We're gonna take time with these scenes. We're gonna really craft them and make them into something good. Because not to say verticals can't be good. There's so many phenomenal verticals out there, but it does take, a lot more. I'd say like the getting it done is paramount over necessarily like the scene work of it in verticals. So I think it's like I like them for different reasons, truly. And I think that's as an actor, it's easy to just dismiss like, okay, I can't really do good work, it's going so fast. But I take it as a challenge. I like to challenge myself, so I do enjoy the speed that we have to work on. I also just like I'm kind of crazy, so I think that's part of it too.
I think that's not the worst, to be a bit crazy for this space.
Yeah, no, I think it's a way that to I don't want to say to survive it, but just to like go through it. I like it, so yeah.
So when you look back to the first vertical shooting you did and the last one, what has changed for you as an actor and personality, and also in the industry and the production?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's another reason why I really like it, because I can look back on as an actor on like the first one I did versus the ones, especially like the ones I've done this year, the last few months of last year, and just see my growth as a performer. Because like I was still so nervous in like 2023, and I had nerves, and I would get in my head, and I wasn't in my body, and I was questioning myself, and I just like, and that's how I was in a lot of my work back then. But I just again feel like because everything moves so fast, you don't have time and space to doubt yourself or to think about overthink things. And so I feel like my work has just grown so much because of how much that I have done and the demands of it. And in terms of like the production side of things, obviously back in 2023 we had no idea really what we were doing in terms of production. Like the team I worked with was great, and some of them, like a good bit of them, are still in verticals and still doing it and doing great work. And obviously they have evolved in their side of things as we're like, okay, this is what the space can be, this is what it can look like. That one was like, I think, a 6-day shoot back in 2023, so that also makes things a little bit more hectic. You got to do more and less time. But I've, especially with Dylan and my drama, like working with him and that team in particular, they really, really care about the quality of what they're doing and the quality of just the production of everything, the people they work with, the actors, all of it. What they're able to do in the 8 days that we have to shoot is just mind-boggling, truly. It's so impressive. And so just seeing the evolution of verticals and kind of their more traditional form to the elevated stuff that he's been doing, that like Candy Jar does, and that some other platforms are starting to do. It's just really cool, and just seeing like this can be a true independent film space as well.
Yeah. Have you ever shot in Europe?
I haven't. I would love to though.
In China?
I've never for verticals. I have not gone internationally at all. I've only traveled for one feature, but I've only been in LA for verticals, which is people are shocked by.
Emma, you should get connected with Nick, because he wants also to come to Europe. I discovered today, 2 hours away from my home here, a vertical production company who started shooting in Germany.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
So, yeah, the first one I saw, or the snippets I saw of them, they were German spoken, but I know that they also will film English spoken. And I think they wrote on their website that they will launch a new platform with, I think, 15 verticals in a few weeks.
Wow.
So the Germans finally hit this ship. We in Germany, I saw the first casting calls for verticals, but influencers under 30 with a bunch of followers. And I was so, really? Are you kidding me? Really? No. But, here in Europe, my drama, as you surely know, most is filming in the Ukraine. And the quality is always so good.
Yeah.
And all the verticals which were shot in Istanbul and dropped on drama pops, they were ever in such a great quality. So
Yeah.
I don't want to make a big amount about shooting in Europe, but every time I saw a vertical which was shot in Europe, it was so great in quality.
Yeah. That's
So,
what I've noticed
so
as well.
good.
Yeah.
And also the ones that were shot in Italy or in Great Britain or in Lithuania. Lithuania is also for drama pops. Have you ever shot with drama pops?
I haven't, but I would love to. It's the same reason why I've seen all the stuff that's coming out with them, and it just looks fantastic. And so that's
Yeah, it's the same like with Candy Jar. As you know, Candy Jar stories are always based on books. So there are not so many classical vertical trope shit, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's why I prefer watching verticals mostly on Candy Jar, drama pops, stuff like that, because the stories are so much better there. Really, it's so yes. So my drama, as I spoke already with Nick, is the first app who directly said they want to shoot also a pirate one. I know one pirate one was shot lately in Canada already, but they didn't have a platform yet. So they had to do it the other way. So yours is the first, let's say, platform financed shooting. Yeah, let's call it that way. So I asked Nick if he ever wanna be a pirate as a kid or no. It's I know that it's a dream of every man to be a pirate one day. Because let me tell you, yesterday one of my godchildren had birthday, and he was costumed as a pirate and had a pirate birthday party. So no man can tell me that he never dreamt about being a pirate. What about you? Were you more the, oh yeah, glitty blitty pinky princess girly, or more the, hell yeah, let's do this pirate one, I want to be a pirate lady?
Yeah, I think honestly, as a kid and as me, I'm a proper mix of both. Because there's a point in my childhood where I genuinely, like, mind you, I was like 3-4 years old, where I told people I wanted to be a mermaid when I grew up. So I'm like, that's pirate adjacent. But no, I've always been more leaning into like, yeah, I want to be a pirate. I'm very much like, go for the adventure, go for the action, all of that. So being able to do the pirate one was so fun. Anything that it's like genre has some like action, fights, swords, whatever. I love sword work and stuff. I unfortunately don't do any in the pirate one. I don't get to fight with a sword. Spoilers. But it was always so fun to be like a part of that and be around it. Like that stuff is like exciting. It always has been. I've always been. I mean, that's why I'm an actor. Like I love the play pretend, and I loved it as a kid. And anytime there's like massive stakes involved, like, man, I'm there. That's my stuff right there.
So you was a bit freaking out when you got the role offer?
Oh yeah, I knew that they were. I'm sorry, I've lost my voice a little bit, but it's coming back. I knew that they were doing a pirate one because Dylan had been talking about it while we were shooting Romancing the Star. And so, you know, he was talking about it, and I was like, hey, you should really,
hello,
you should get me involved in that. I would be so great as a pirate. And so I was just so excited that we were doing, number one, like that a pirate vertical that was being financed by an app, obviously, was being done, and just being a part of it, like, oh man, it's so fun. Like, that's, as an actor, you're like, oh yeah, I just get to play pretend in something that's so far removed from like anything that I will ever be in life. Like, spend days on a boat in a castle. Like,
yeah, the BTS looked so good.
Yeah.
looked so good. And I can tell you, the audience is craving for pirate ones. We spoke so many times in the recap about, and we were so happy when we heard, okay, they are shooting in Canada one with Nick Westaway and stuff. We said, a pirate one. And then in the next recap, we said, did you see Nick Ritako and Emma? They are shooting, it looks like they are shooting a pirate. We got so excited about this one. Really? Are they shooting? Hell yeah, they're shooting a pirate one. And then there was some BTS from you and Nick in the whole costume in front of the ship. And I was so, holy crap, where did they get this ship? And then Nick told me that you filmed it in LA. It surprised me really that it was shot in LA.
Yeah, no, the locations were great. I mean, again, with this team, what they're able to find and do and pull off is insane. Oh my gosh, they're incredible. But I'm sure Nick said this, but we shot on those ships specifically with the LA Maritime Institute. They do a lot of educational trips with kids, and they have all these tall ships in their fleet, and we were able to shoot with them, and it could not have been better. Honestly, the fact that the days we spent on the ship went so smoothly. Incredible. They were some of like the smoothest filming days I've ever had, which is shocking because
no one got seasick.
On the water.
I got told.
No. Yeah, no one got seasick. Nobody fell overboard. I think we lost one hat, one shoe, and one walkie. But that's that's pretty good considering.
A bit of loss is always,
But like no. Hey, nobody got hurt. Nobody, lost anything more than a few objects. So that's all we can hope for.
Have you ever watched one of your verticals totally? From the beginning till the end?
I do. I'm one of those that I'm like, I need to watch this. I need to see my performance.
Because that's
I
so
need to
rare.
Myself.
All of the actors are always saying no.
I know. I don't know if I'm self-centered or if I'm just, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I also think that like, it doesn't, I'm critical of myself. I want to do better. I want to keep growing. But I don't internalize it that much. I just kind of like remove myself from it and kind of look at it as objectively as I can. I also think that like, if I want to continue doing this, I have to like just own what I've done and experience it and look at like whatever. And so I know some people that doesn't work as well for them, and everybody has their own things that is good for them as a person, as an artist, whatever. But most of the ones I've done, I have watched all the way through out of pure curiosity more than anything.
Have you been sometimes a bit disappointed how it turned out in the end because of maybe the post-production, or where you were not satisfied with your performance in some scenes or stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think no matter what I do, I always will have moments like that where I'm like, oh, I think this could have been better, or I could have done this differently, or like, oh, I don't think like we were on the same page of how we wanted this to work. And again, a lot of that can be like, okay, we did not have time to get this to be, as amazing as we wanted it to be. But I do think it helps me because like things move so quickly to be like, all right, this didn't work this time, obviously with what was going on. How would I make it work better in the future? And so that's kind of what I take from it. And I try not to be like disappointed or hypercritical about any of it. I just don't think it serves me to really dive in to it that way. I more try to find like okay, that was not great on my part. What can I do better? Or like, I really enjoyed that. I liked my work there. Let's keep going in that direction. So that's kind of more what I take from it than anything.
Does your family watch your verticals?
So I over like Christmas, both my parents were like, we need to see something that you've done. And so I threw together like a family-friendly reel of some scenes from different
Family-friendly reel. Let me guess, no intimacy scenes?
Nope, that was not for them. Yeah. So, but that's the thing. It's like I as much as I say that, they would gladly watch them and be okay with watching me do intimacy. My parents are fantastic. My whole family is lovely. But I'm like, I don't want to be the person that sits down and watches that with you. I don't think that's
okay, understandable.
not a family event. But I literally, my mom texted me this morning and was like, Emma, because she was just in town and we watched some of Romancing the Star together. And she was like, Emma, I need you to send me like the links to these things so that I can watch them. She's like, without you, it will be me and your dad. We'll watch them. We won't make weird comments. I promise you. So I, at some point today, will be sending her some links, probably to Romancing the Star and High Stakes Heartthrob and Life is Not a Game in particular.
Life is Not a Game. I really liked your role. I really liked your role.
Thank you.
You know, the storyline was also so good. No billionaire, no slapping, no a bit of bullying. Okay. High school bullying, but...
Yeah, but it's like realistic high school bullying.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. And no kidnapping, raping, nothing. And the story works so well.
Yeah.
Really. It worked
so
so
sweet.
well. Yeah.
It's so sweet.
I saw Romancing the Star yesterday. And that was so different from your role in the Candy Jar one. But... it was so, I really liked on this character that you were so, on one side, powerful backing up him, powerful to say, no, I'm not willing to do that, but on the other side, also kind of weak. That was a vertical I really liked because this relationship was equal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was so teaming up over the episodes and in the end working together as a great team to make this relationship work. And that's so rare in verticals. Every time the women are so weak and need a man to get hooked up that they survive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I really, when I watched Romancing the Star, and obviously I loved doing it. Tristan, who, you know, is plays Jack in it, is fantastic. He is such a sweetheart.
I
so
never
much fun to
saw
work
him
with.
in any verticals before.
Yeah,
Is he new?
It was his first lead in a vertical. I think he's done like, he said like a supporting role and maybe one other one. I could be making that up. But
you haven't done so much.
No,
right?
no, he is fantastic. And I was just really happy with how it turned out, specifically in what you were saying with like the relationship. It was one of like the first ones where I'm like, oh, this feels like they grew together. They're supporting each other to get like it was really great.
She has her
that
weak
worked
moments.
well.
He has his weak moments, but they're always backing each other up. I really like that. We need more of that stories. Really.
Yeah, and I hope that's sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but like I hoped I like with the roles that I take and with what I do, that's what I hope to bring to it. Like,
you had a lot of powerful roles. It was also the one with Nick Ritacco. What is the title? Half Jake? No. The My Drama one.
High Stakes Heartthrob.
High Stakes. Yeah. Thank you. That was also a really powerful role of yours. Did you ever play a really weak woman in a vertical?
I haven't really, which is shocking. Yeah, they don't seem to cast me that way. I also, and which reasonably so, I think that is one of my I don't know if it's a weakness, but like I don't play the weak characters well. There's some girls who like, I don't want to say weak, but just like the shyer, more like classically feminine, whatever. That's like their strength, and they do that beautifully. And I don't know if it's my voice. I don't know if it's the way I carry myself. I just don't do it as well. And so I found myself consistently in much stronger, more powerful female roles.
But that's great. I really like that because we are so done with this always weak woman who needed to get pregnant by a billionaire that she can move in and he will pay all her bills. You know what I mean? Not so. And I asked Nick if there is a banquet scene on the pirate. Because we are also overloaded with the banquet scene. I said to Nick, okay, Nick, let's spoil a bit. Is there a banquet scene? And he said, no, I can assure you no banquet scene in the pirate one. Yeah. Because banquet scenes, no. What would be a really challenging role for you?
Oh.
Or what was a challenging role you already did? You said, oh, that was a bit hard or needed special preparation, maybe?
Yeah, I think that, like, I enjoy roles that are physically demanding, but I would love something to like even push me and challenge me more in that sort of way. Obviously with like verticals we don't have the time for extensive prep, but anything that's like a sports one, a dance one, a boxing
what kind
one,
of sports?
I don't know. You don't see a lot of like female sport verticals, so I'm like that'd be fun to bring in like volleyball or soccer or something like that. That I feel like that'd be
I saw a tennis one with Mariah Moss as a tennis queen, but I think that was and a fencing one with Molly Anderson and who was the other lead? I don't know. With Sam Eisen in it and another female one. But I think, as you said, I think the most sportive ones are always with men. With men,
yeah. No, but I think that would be a lot of fun, just in the vertical space. And I also would love, like, I come from a background of doing a lot of horror films. So before I was in verticals, most of my like filmography is horror movies, and so and so I think it'd be fun just to like at some point bring more, because I know there's been a few, but more thriller horror stuff to verticals as well. It's just another genre option, because I enjoy that a lot. But I would like just to push in those directions more.
Do you have any trick or a tip for memorizing this bunch of lines when you are playing leads? You have a bunch of lines because the female leads are always having more lines than the male ones. I got told because the male ones only have to stand there and look handsome, and the female leads had to do more physically and verbally.
Traditionally, I will say, with the pirate one in particular, that's Nick's show. He does so much in that show. Okay. So it was finally like the guy is earning his keep. He's doing so much. Yeah, but in terms of like memorizing lines, I don't know. Like, it's always been easy for me. That's always been just a skill that I've had, and I've gotten better at it. It's not a photographic memory, but it's kind of like a relative. So like when I am memorizing lines, and the way, if I'm struggling to like pull something out that I remember it, is visualizing the page that I read and like the placement of the line on the page. But really it's gotten to a point where I can, depending on the length of the scene, read through once or twice and really have it down, because it's just such like a muscle memory. That said, I have played villains before where I can't do that, because they will monologue for like 12 pages straight, and I'm like, I do have to memorize this or I will die. So it depends on the role for sure, and the types of scenes. Like banquet scenes, that's a whole other beast. Like you can't just wing that one, or like be like, okay, I'm gonna read it fast. I'm gonna like hop in. We're gonna like be able to use the spontaneity. No, it's not really useful tips, but that's what works for me.
No, because some Kirby Elwood, for example, told me that she writes every time the first letter down. And then because of that she memorizes the rest. Others are recording and listening to it like a podcast, where they are, I don't know, working out, jogging, whatever.
Yeah.
Some of them have music playlists on Spotify to get into the character, and when they are in the right mood, they memorize easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I do music playlists too, not for memorization, but just for like the vibe of the character. I find that is like the most helpful sort of character work for me, especially because like with verticals we do so many of them. I like to try to make each one very distinct and different from another role that I've played, and so music definitely helps me kind of isolate the differences between each character.
So you listened lately to a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean music, or what?
I did! I genuinely did! So much! I was listening like solely to that, and then like the first...
Was that the music where you drove in the morning to the set? You said
yes. Genuinely, it was that.
I feel it.
Over and over again. And then like first or second day on set, I was talking to like Nick about that, and he was like, "I have a playlist. Let me give it to you, so it's not just that." I was like, "Thanks, great, perfect." So I expanded to other pirate music, but it was a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean.
I love that type of music, really.
Yeah.
We had here in Germany, it was so fancy cool. I assume you already had that in the US. When the Pirates of the Caribbean, all the series were dropped in a theater near hereby. You could watch all the Pirates of the Caribbean with a live orchestra who were playing the music, and that was so good.
That'd be amazing.
That was so good. It was, and they did it lately also for the Harry Potter ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen it, but like
great.
They'll do those
live music.
Yeah.
Oh crap! I love it when the music is really good. That's what annoys me a bit, that in verticals you don't have kind of not let's say like a soundtrack or a song where you can really bunch it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm hoping for a really musical one. With also together with the soundtrack. Lately there have been a few verticals where a bit music was dropping in form of a song or stuff like that, because it was about a rock star, but a really musical one, like for example Grease or stuff like that, where the music directs the storyline. I would love to see that in a vertical.
It'd be
combined
so much fun.
with the soundtrack.
Yeah.
That would be so cool. No, it's kind of new and fresh,
Yeah.
Sometimes the main problem actually at the moment, when you started watching verticals so early like I do or did, I'm watching now for more than 2.5 years. And most of the latest storylines, I can start watching a vertical, and after the 4th, 5th episode, I know exactly how the story will end. And then mostly I drop them off.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't entertain me anymore. And lately, the tropes got so full. The first 10 episodes are so overloaded with all the vertical shit, sorry for saying that, that you are so overloaded after the first 5, 6, 7 episodes that you cannot watch it till the end. So if it's kind of new storyline, like for example, Life is Not a Game, you don't know. You cannot see. You think that they will get together in the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a thing, but the way how the story goes and what heights and depth there will be, you don't know it. So that makes you excited to watch this storyline, because you never saw something like that. And that's also the same with the drama pop stories. They are always so that you cannot see right through the storylines. And there were lately so many verticals on Candy Jar and drama pops I started watching, and then it was so, what, that was really the last episode already? Oh no, please no. So I want to have more of this verticals, and I'm sure that the pirate ones, especially because there cannot be so many classic tropical verticals, because you cannot, as I said, make a banquet scene on a pirate ship. That doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? And that kind of maybe robbery or stuff makes in this storyline totally sense. In some verticals, you see the whole bunch of slapping, raping, and the story doesn't need it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm very happy, or hopefully, I'm sure I will be happy with this pirate one, because it's kind of super fresh. And as you said, shot on a ship with not the same $5 billion mansion we see in so many verticals already, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there will be no billionaire and hidden, maybe a hidden heiress, but that's okay. But no fake contract. You know, the stories is so. Did you ever shot a vertical where contract marriage? You don't know maybe each other. One of this marriage couple is leaving for 3 or 4 years, coming back. They work together and don't even recognize each other.
I've never done one like that, but I know that's like a very common trope. And who knows?
How can you not recognize each other after 4 years? Sorry, but
Yeah. There's some like comedy in some of the like the mistaken identity or like the I don't know this person anymore of it all. It's kind of funny to a certain extent.
What type of character you enjoyed to play in the verticals lately you've done?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I just feel like I've been very fortunate with the ones that I've been doing lately. Like I said, I've for the most part played very, very strong female characters. And so obviously I love doing the pirate one. All the ones with my drama, like Romancing the Star was just so fun. She got to be kind of awkward and quirky, and like I got to kind of be more myself than
And
like
kind of tipsy also.
yeah, then like
Clumsy.
oh my gosh. I actually, this is so funny. So when I got that script for Romancing the Star, it is written in that she like falls over so many times, and I'm like, oh my god, what person falls over that much? And then day 4, I basically sprained my ankle. I twist my ankle during a scene so bad it swells up, it gets all bruised. I can't put weight on it, and so 4 days of that shoot is me like before each take being like, okay, lock in, you're gonna walk normally. Because I was like, oh, no girl falls that much. And then it's me. I am, for some reason, so clumsy, and I don't think I am, but anytime I'm on set, I'm running into things, I'm tripping over things, and it's embarrassing, and it's like, I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm not aware of it, and then when I actually hurt myself, I was like, this works for the story. It works so well. But man, God, that's embarrassing. So I'm there's nobody would notice, which I'm glad, because watching Romancing the Star, I'm like, are you gonna be able to tell I can't walk? But you can't. I played it off. And there's only a few times that I'm like, I'm kind of clomping around, but that's okay. We're gonna ignore that.
So it would have been possible that you have dropped off the ship. So yes, but because Dylan and Nick were both making jokes about that, because like first time me and Nick worked together, I was also falling over and running into stuff all the time, and he was like, you're going to fall at some point. You're like, you're gonna hurt yourself. And then when I was on set with Dylan for Romancing the Star, I actually did. And so when we put me on a pirate ship, they were like, don't do anything stupid. Don't hurt yourself. Don't fall off. And I was like, guys, I swear I won't. So you were a bit pressured?
Yeah, I was like, oh no, please. I'm not. So I didn't hurt myself. All was well. Everything was fine. But they were, they both of them were like, you better not. You better not fall
in this
off
way.
Boat.
No.
No.
Oh God.
No. Yeah. So that was funny.
What scandal that would have been.
I know.
Shooting the first pirate one, and Emma straight dropped off the
I
ship.
fell off the boat into the ocean.
Do you have a good life insurance?
I know. I barely have health insurance right now. I do, but it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I better not get hurt.
Yeah, health insurance is in the US. You know, here in Germany, you have insurance no matter what.
I'm so jealous
and they
of
are
you.
covering mostly everything. So I was not about thinking that you even have the health insurance problem in the US. Okay, so the little tipsy clumsy Emma on set.
No,
But that's kind of sympathetic. You know, that's the best BTS you can get.
I mean, yeah, I wish we had a video of me actually like twisting my ankle because I'm sure it would be hilarious. So
Yeah, as long as you can laugh about it in the end, you know, it's fine.
oh yeah,
So
exactly.
I think I did some acting stuff here in Germany too, and sometimes we shot a movie here in my hometown. There's a really big castle, and we did a time capsule one back through the Second World War, because in the Second World War, my hometown was the capital of France.
Okay.
And so there was a documentation movie about this time, and every morning you got right through the door into the castle, get into the wardrobe and mask, and when you came out, you were back in the Second World War with all the clothes and stuff like that. It was so great, and every time, you know, I had to. I'm not a small. I'm 5'10", and the woman I had to play was wearing really big high heels every time. It was the wifey's president. And in my normal life, I don't wear high heels. You know, when I'm going for a walk with my dog, high heels are not so good.
No.
And in the end of one scene, we had to run out of the castle because the people got us in the castle. Holy crap. You know, we had to run with the luggage. And
oh my gosh.
and that was an old street, you know, not the
Yeah.
classic. Yeah, easy peasy. It was with different stones on it.
Yeah.
And the director said, "Yeah, you have to run out the gate."
You're like, okay.
Sure. Yeah, and these are the two luggages you have to. Heck yeah, really? And we had to do this scene a few times because I was so uncomfortable running with heels. I was so worried about twisting my ankle on this shitty. And in the end, I did. But it was that. Yeah, listen, it was that scene when he said, "Yeah, cut. That was good." What?
You're like, what?
No.
Okay.
So I know exactly. Getting injured on set.
Yeah, it happens. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, you know, as I said, as long as it's gone in for a few days and it's fun, you know, it's always fine. But sometimes I wouldn't imagine what else can happen. And if you would have dropped off the ship, that would have been a bit more worse, I think.
Hey,
You know the headlines. Emma Reinagel dropped off the ship while filming.
But hey, that would have been good publicity, wouldn't it, Evan? It's like, oh my gosh, she fell off.
Yeah, why not?
Would have been a great story.
Nick told me he will organize a watch party for the pirate vertical where everyone has to come up dressed up like a pirate.
Did he? Oh my gosh,
yeah, because
that'd be so
I
fun.
asked him if he's watching or if the pirate one will be a vertical he watched straight from the beginning till the end, and he said, "Yeah, maybe I will do a watch party and everyone has to come dress up like a pirate." And I said, "That's a really great idea to do it."
I'm gonna hold him to that now. Now he has to do it because
I have it
know
recorded.
about it.
You know, I have it recorded.
You're like, I got
he
evidence.
Yes. So he cannot back off. Because then you can come to me and say, "Michaela, give me, please, where he said this."
It's like I need the proof to show it to him.
And he said, Sorry, Nick. You got me connected to Michaela. Now I have the evidence, so...
Yeah.
No, but how great would that be? And I asked Nick, and I will ask you the same one. Are you hoping for a second part of this pirate one?
Oh, I mean, obviously, of course. Like, we would be more than happy to do another, like, an extension of this. You know, a part 2, whatever. If it does well, perhaps that will be on the table. We can only hope. But I know both of us had such a fun time filming it. Like, truly, it was just so much fun. It could not have been more.
Was that the first time where you were ever a bit of sad to let go of this role?
No, I get kind of like I get easily attached. So with every project, there's always a little bit of me that's like, oh man, I'm gonna miss this role, or I'm gonna miss these people that I'm with. Like, especially with, you know, this in particular, this group, these cast, whatever. I was like, we work so well together. It's always sad when the project's over, and like hopefully we'll be able to work together again. But yeah, no, it's like, I think in particular with this one, I was like, wow, this was such, it's an experience in my life I may never have again. So I'm just so grateful that I got to do something like this, and just, for the 8 days that we were doing it, just be completely immersed in that world.
Yeah. Nick was a bit disappointed. There was only one scene with the rum. He would have had more rum, he told me. Was there anything where you would have more?
Oh my gosh, if we do a sequel, I better have a sword fight. I want to. Okay. Give me a weapon, please.
I will tell that Scotty when I'm recording with him, and I will tell it also Dylan. Okay, I will say, okay, listen. I was informed that Emma wants so badly to have a sword fight.
Yeah, that's all I want. That's all I
will check that for you. Maybe I can. Can you sword fight, or would you have to train it?
I have done it a few times. I was in a play in college called She Kills Monsters, where I did a good bit of sword fighting, and then back in 2024 I did a gladiator film where I did sword and I did some dagger work with that one as well. So I know my way around weapons enough. So,
so
I want to use that skill. I want to.
Have you ever played a mafia one?
I mean, like high stakes heartthrob was mafia, and then I did another mafia
but
one.
A real mafia
Yeah,
one?
no, I like both of the like mafia-esque ones, that one, and then I did one called The Thief Lover that was also mafia. They were like kind of mafia, but I haven't done like a true mafia.
Yeah, a mafia one.
Yeah,
it's the same with the mafia ones, like it was lately with the Christmas ones. There were so many verticals called Christmas ones, and all that makes them Christmassy was a Christmas tree in the background, and the storyline was a totally normal vertical. You know what I mean? And there are also some so-called mafia ones, which is a kind of typical storyline. But some is the Don, or some,
You're like, they just have titles. Just don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Okay, but if you want to shoot in Europe, maybe a mafia one in Italy?
Ooh, I would love to go.
So
to
the
Italy.
mafia lady one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's the is it then a Donna?
I don't know.
Huh.
I feel like that's something I should know. Man.
No, I'm just thinking.
I also am like, the thing about mafia ones is like, as much as I would love to do them, and they're typically like Italian mafia, and I unfortunately don't look Italian whatsoever. But we like to play pretend here, so.
Come on. Okay, some people like Nick and stuff, they are already looking like real mafia Tonys.
No, exactly. Mm-hmm.
But you're a bit red-haired. Hello?
Yeah.
As long as you're not blonde, you're totally fine with the European face.
That's true.
Know what I mean?
The northern Italian I can for sure pull off.
You know, the hidden mafia.
True.
Then you can play it with the hidden identity.
Exactly. No one would ever know.
Yeah. And then you turn out to be the Donna or whatever the title would be. Yeah, we will check that. I have a last one question for you before I want to ask you the 5-question quickie. I'm asking everyone. So you are now acting for a few years. What has acting changed in your life, or what has acting taught you for life?
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time I've been a full-time actor, so that's incredible. I think it just has really taught me how to like prioritize myself and what I need, and a balance of work and like rest and time with relationships. Like this past year, it's weird that it's like that, but like acting is such like a connected thing with people, and so it's really helped me like connect with the people I worked with, but also be like, okay, I need to really connect with my friends and the other people in my life as well. So I feel like it's given me that in a way. Yeah.
Did it change you in some type of characters you had? I
Like,
don't know, make you more empathy
yeah, no.
to people or understand more other people's because you are more able to think about their situations or getting into their situations or stuff like that?
I definitely think so. I think that's a thing that I love so much about acting, and that's like one of my number one things as a performer that I think about and like kind of try to bring to it is that everybody thinks differently and everybody experiences things differently. And so when you're playing different characters, you're not thinking as yourself, you're not experiencing as yourself, you're embodying the different ways different people live and experience life. And so bringing the idea of embodying these characters that way into the empathy that you have for others of like, okay, I would react this way, you're reacting that way to this thing in life. And I'm like, okay, we don't experience stuff the same. You have to understand that and like bring that to relationships and just the way that you approach people. Like I think it's really been a great lesson and truly having empathy and knowing that the way you see things is not the only way and it's not the only right way. And it definitely helps, I think, just do that. And I think, that's a big reason people watch movies and TV shows in general is to see things through other people's eyes. And I think that's a great part of it. And I'm really glad that that's a part of my life,
Yeah. Totally understandable. Emma, at the end of every episode, I'm asking a 5-question quickie. Everyone gets the same 5 questions. So, first one, because I love to cook and I judge people by food sometimes. So, I want to know what's your favorite dish?
Oh, this is gonna be very niche, but I am. It is toasted ravioli, which is specifically a St. Louis, Missouri, which is the state and city that I'm originally from.
Yeah.
Dish where it's basically just like your traditional pasta ravioli, but deep fried.
Deep fried?
Deep fried. It's delicious.
I never tried that.
It's really very regional to one specific city in the United States.
Super crunchy then. So
it's delicious. It's delicious.
When you have German roots, have you ever tried German food?
I have a little bit, but unfortunately, my family kind of from like we got to the United States back in like the 1830s, so we were pretty far removed from a lot of our German roots and everything. So it's kind of, I know it was more prevalent in my grandparents' lives, but it really hasn't continued into the rest of mine. And so I'm kind
have you ever been?
I haven't, and I would love to.
Okay, I will check that with this new production company I just recently. I'm getting the actors connection point to Germany.
Hey, if they want me, I am there. I would love to come.
Yeah, sometimes I think it would be so great. I'm sure a few of all the vertical experience actors from the US I spoke with, they told me, yeah, I would love to come there. One of them told me even if the pay is a bit less than I would normally get, I can fly to Germany and work there for a few. So I'm open to do it. Why not? Mm-hmm. So, as I said, they recently started. I think this market here will blow up this year. Mm-hmm. Totally sure. But I'm not sure if we can do we probably could do a pirate one also because we have a lot of water here. Mm-hmm. And a lot of castles. Time capsule
That's true. Stuff. Yeah. The historical locations, I'm sure, would be incredible.
Yeah, there will be. Do you have any type of comfort movie you love to watch? I mean, maybe a childhood movie or whatever?
I think that would be The Princess Bride is my comfort movie. It's my favorite movie. It's like the one I would watch when I was sick when I was younger. And so that's my heart. I love The Princess Bride.
Do you still watch it sometimes?
I do, yeah. That's a movie that I will watch infinite times. Like it will never, ever get old.
I have to be honest, I've never seen it.
It's worth a watch. So if you
Ryan Larson told me that already because it's his comfort movie too. And he was really
That's
shocked
awesome.
when I told him I haven't seen it. What? That's your homework to have you watch it. Okay, sorry.
Well, now you have two people telling you to.
Yeah, I think it's time to watch it finally. Do you have a type of favorite song? Are you the type of carpool karaoke?
Oh, for karaoke, I do love karaoke. No, for just in general, favorite song. That's
Yeah.
a good question.
Which puts you in a great mood, where you're singing and dancing through your apartment because yay, it's so
I
nice.
think like throughout my whole life, if I have to pick one song that's always been my favorite, it'd be "Here Comes the Sun" by the Beatles.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I think that's like no matter the other things come and go, and I have like certain favorites,
Yeah.
here and there that pop up that I'm like, I love this song, but "Here Comes the Sun" is always just gonna be like the core.
Yeah,
to come
I
back
love to listen to Radio Gaga from Queen.
Ooh, yeah.
So, you can be in a bad mood, you can turn it on and yeah.
Yeah.
Or Dancing Queen from ABBA.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh. I did an audition for a project yesterday that had me like dancing to a song at the top,
Yeah.
and I used Dancing Queen as the song. I was like, you can't go wrong with that.
No, you can't go wrong with ABBA and Dancing Queen. You can't,
No.
definitely not. Okay, last two questions. First one, if I would come to you and say, Emma, I've never watched a vertical, which one of yours should I definitely watch?
I would. It's not out yet, but obviously the first one I would say is Kiss of the Pirate King. I would direct you straight to that.
Yeah.
But in terms of ones that are out, I would probably, as like a good, adjustment period, say go watch Life is Not a Game. It's, less vertically than some, and then be like dive into like Romancing the Star, or go further back and do like the thief lover, or if you want even more verticalness, Dr. Kiss Me Stat is very vertical, but also still like palatable and like a good time. So
Yeah, but Dancing with the Star isn't even so full of vertical. Okay, the manager turns out
yes,
to be bad. That drama is needed
yeah,
a bit, but the whole bunch of storylines in the beginning, it's not so full of vertical
no,
trope
it's
shit.
not.
Okay, contract marriage. Okay.
Okay, but it's like a good like you warming you up to some of the tropes.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah. No
good in
stepmom,
between
no
one.
stepsister, no miscarriage, no hospital scene, no.
That's true. The hospital's just mentioned like twice, and then
Yes,
we
but-
never go there.
But in some verticals, I hate it. They don't. They even have a little small cut. Oh, let me take you to the hospital. Really?
Yeah.
Because of this cut? Come on. So
Yeah.
I like it more if even isn't a hospital scene in it, because
Yeah.
they are always so stupid mostly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last question. Which genre you want to see more on you? Exceptional of the pirate one, for sure.
For sure. I would love, like I said, to see just more action, and I feel like that can give you the vertical, like shocking things every few minutes of it all with action.
What type of action?
Any sort of like, I feel like spy like films would be fun. Like spy verticals would be so much fun. Something like Mission Impossible esque, because I think there's been some that have kind of been a little bit like that recently, but more stuff that's like that, like
Yeah.
Mission Impossible, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, like those
Oh,
that are
yes,
just like
yeah.
true like action. Oh, that'd be so much fun.
I would love to see more comedy. Are you up for
Me
comedy?
too. Oh my god, I should mention that I actually shot a office comedy that's like pure straight comedy.
Really?
For vertical. That will
Was
be.
it translated from China?
No, it's an independent one. So
That's good.
Adam Santa Cruz and Ryan Santa Cruz. If I don't know if
Okay.
you've talked to
Yeah,
either of
yeah,
them.
yeah. I know them.
Were the writer director on that one. They
Oh, okay.
produced it. It's
No,
their
because
stuff.
I'm sure that a translated comedy one from China won't work.
No. It's just like comedy gets lost in translation so easily.
Yeah,
so,
and the cultural differences are too big, I think.
yeah.
Even in the
So-
humor.
Yeah. So I'm excited about this independent comedy. So it's coming. There's a straight office comedy.
You're
coming
doing
your way.
great job. You're bringing a pirate one. You're bringing a comedy. Do you also audition for a musical one, maybe, or a western
Oh my gosh.
one?
I would love to do a musical one. I would love to do a western one. I'm actually trying to get a western one produced right now, so we'll see if that happens. But
Hopefully an old western one with the saloon
yeah.
style and a sheriff and
Yeah.
lassos and yeehaw.
like classic western. Yeah, historical.
With
so
the smoked saloon bar where the girls are
Uh-huh.
dancing on the stage and
yeah,
oh great.
Yeah.
And I would love to see a bit more detective stories.
ooh, yes,
You know, where
that
the
would be
audience
great
can
too.
say, "Oh, is he the murderer? No, it can't be. He's too nice. Maybe she is it." You know,
Yeah.
there is also no billionaire CEO shit needed,
No,
but I'm sure the audience is getting hooked up with it.
yeah.
Okay, as I see, you are my hope for the verticals I want to see. So hopefully, you will keep up that great work, Emma. Because as I said, I had really, really so much fun seeing you in your latest verticals.
Thank
It was
you.
so good. It was really good. And I saw more than 1,000 verticals in my life now. But these were lately one. Yeah, sorry. Happened, you know.
Happened. Things just happen, you know.
When you get once trapped, you cannot get out of it. That's the worst thing about it. But yeah, so I'm so curious for the pirate ones. If Nick throw this watching party, I'm hoping you will send me over some pictures of it.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
If you
We'll be
need
taking plenty
if
of
you need the
photos.
proof that he said it,
That's
come
true.
back to me.
We'll team up on this one.
absolutely. Emma, I thank you so much for your time and for joining me for this podcast. It was really a pleasure having you. And
you so
I
much
wish
for
you all the
having
best for your upcoming projects with more powerful roles in it. And fingers crossed for the second pirate series.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully it happens. We'll see.
I'm not falling. But I'm not sure if it would be so good because then there's another chance that you can drop off the ship.
There is another chance. Maybe they'll do it on purpose this time. Maybe I'll just jump. Who knows? We'll see.
That would be great, you know, a
would be
bit
fun.
vertical rope ship that someone is
Falling into what?
pushing you.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll see. Hopefully, we can get more pirates.
Oh, that would be so great. Have a great day, Emma. Thank you very much and talk to you soon. Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
This is a wrap on this episode, and I hope you tune in again.